Today we're going to introduce the gazebo screen installation system. It's manufactured by SCREENEZE, and it's a combination of three parts, three components. It's the wedge, it's the patented plinth system, and it's the traditional SCREENEZE set up in a flush mount position, and these combined create the gazebo screen installation system. Gazebos traditionally have presented difficult angles. 6-sided will be 30-degree angles, 8-sided will be 22.5-degree angles, and these have always been a problem when you're trying to attach a screen, railing, or any other trim. If you've decided not to miter your corners and you've chosen to use the patented plinth system, this is how it would appear in the field with your wedge, plinth base, plinth cap, and your flush mounted SCREENEZE installed. Here's a mock-up of the gazebo where we're going to install our screen panel. As previously discussed, these are the angles, 22.5 or 30 degrees, that present a problem for attaching a screen to a gazebo. All screen systems require flush square corners to rely on when they're installing their system. There's no screen system that will do that. What the wedge does is square this opening to your horizontal and verticals, allowing you to install your screen panel. Now that you've seen the components of the gazebo screen installation system and the gazebo, let's install a screen panel. Now we have to determine where we're going to install the system. There's many conditions in the field that would determine where you would install your SCREENEZE. Number one could be the squareness of your opening. Number two could be whether or not the customer wants a railing for a plant. The two methods, the mitered or the plinth. The plinth can be used if you're out of square. It will also reduce some expansion and contraction. The mitered is for a more sophisticated installer, a professional installer that's accustomed to mitering aluminum and plastic. The first step in the process of installing the GSI system is determine where the wedge is installed. The easiest way, and I'm going to use this as a measuring tool, is to put a mark, which is placing me about 3/4 of an inch back from the edge, and we'll do this on both sides. In both installations, the wedge is cut the entire length of your vertical member. At this point, we're going to install the wedge. The wedge will come with 2-inch screws and brads, so you can tack it into place, top and bottom, so it's secured for the final installation of the SCREENEZE. The next step is to screw in the plinth base for a flush mount installation. And when installing the plinth system, you take your measurement minus 1 5/8 inches to allow for the offset in the plinth. I am screwing in the plinth flush base. We have a pre-cut, pre-drilled piece of SCREENEZE, and prior to installing, it's a good idea to slide the cap off. Makes it easier to handle. It doesn't slide, particularly with a plinth installation. Be sure to mark the cap, top, bottom, left, right, prior to installing. Insert your SCREENEZE into position on your plinth. The next step is to pre-drill your holes through your wedge. After we've pre-drilled our SCREENEZE and the wedge, we're going to install the opposite corner What we're demonstrating now is the corner of the wedge, which brought us out flush, 22.5 degrees, the plinth base, the SCREENEZE flush mount vertically and horizontally, and showing how the corner comes together prior to installing the screen. Now we're ready to install the screen. Here we have a fully installed gazebo screen installation system. You can see our wedge, and we use the black PVC for contrast. It will be extruded in white. And you see the flush mount SCREENEZE with the plinth fully installed.